Welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, April 1st, 2025, we are diving deep into BTCUSD. We'll be looking at the latest news and chart data to give you an in-depth analysis. First, let's discuss some current events. Recent headlines show the Trump family partnering with Hut 8 on a new Bitcoin mining venture called American Bitcoin, generating buzz and controversy. Additionally, Saylor's strategy recently bought a significant Bitcoin dip, demonstrating continued confidence in the asset despite looming tariff war escalations. Let's see how that might be reflected in the charts. We'll start with the one-day chart to get a broad overview. Looking at the daily chart, we can see Bitcoin's volatile journey over the past several months. We had a significant rally from around $36,000 in November 2023 to a peak near $72,000 by March 2024. From March 2024, Bitcoin climbed from $60,000 to $70,000 range to then peak at an all-time high of $109,000 in January 2025 as reported in the news. But it's been downhill since, with the price now fluctuating around the $60,000 range today, April 1st, 2025. The bulls will want to see this level hold. Zooming in on the daily chart to show only candles from the beginning of 2025 until now. From January 2025 onward, we see a clear downward trend, with a few attempts to rally failing. We can see a recent drop on today's candle. This drop could be attributed to investor concerns regarding Trump's April 2nd tariff announcement, which the news suggests may increase inflation-related concerns. This negative correlation could be a temporary reaction as markets often overreact to macro headlines. However, if the tariffs do indeed increase inflation, it could limit demand for risk assets like Bitcoin in the long term. Now let's check the one-hour chart for a closer view of the recent price action. If we look at the recent price action on the one-hour chart, we can see a lot of choppiness. This might suggest indecision in the market. Key levels to watch are the recent high and low, which could act as resistance and support respectively. Traders may want to look for breakouts above the recent high or breakdowns below the recent low to determine the short-term trend. To find key price levels, zooming into the most recent candles may help. So, let's look at the candles from the beginning of March to April 1st, 2025. Looking at the 15-minute chart, we can see more detail about the current short-term downtrend. A potential support level around $64,000 to $64,500 may be tested soon. If this level breaks, we could see a further decline to test the $60,000 range again, as some analysts in the news suggest a possible drop to the $72,000 to $74,000. Remember, these are just potential levels, and further confirmation would be needed before entering any trades. Zooming back to the one-day chart now. In recap, key price levels to watch include the current price around $65,000, $72,000 to $74,000, and the major support zone around $60,000. If the price breaks above $70,000, we could see a retest of the all-time high around $109,000. The likelihood of seeing all-time highs are contingent on how these events transpire and play out on the charts. For the bulls, a break above $70,000 is key. For the bears, a break below $60,000 could signal further downside. Keep an eye on news related to the tariff wars and any further developments regarding the Trump's family and Hut 8 venture as well.